Introducing TrackPulse, the better revenue optimization system. An average 100-unit resort or vacation rental company could generate as many as 12,500 availability calls per year. It seems like a lot, but it's really not. It's only about 21 per day. And at a 20% closing rate of those calls, that would be about 2,500 bookings, which is pretty good. But what we want to know is, what happened to the other 10,000 people? Did you capture 10,000 leads? If not, why not? Marketing's expensive. In some markets, Google AdWords could cost as much as $5 per click. And some popular travel websites charge as much as $10 just to generate one phone call. So what would it cost to generate 10,000 qualified leads? Well, with TrackPulse, not as much as you think. If you're able to get a 3% increase in conversion with an average booking of $750, that would equal about $280,000 in incremental gross sales. That's a lot of cash. That's what TrackPulse does. It's a better revenue optimization system. With TrackPulse, you can track and record calls, capture all your leads, track marketing campaigns, increase inbound and outbound conversions, and manage and track and score your agent's performance, which is pretty important. So let's take a look at it. Here I'm logged into the agent dashboard. The agent dashboard is where the agents log in on a daily basis where they're ready to take calls and make reservations. Here you can see I've got some leads that have been assigned to me that I could follow up with. Since I'm not taking any calls right now, I'm going to go ahead and click into one of the leads as if I was a reservation agent. So once I click into the lead, I'm going to be able to see some key information. All of this information and all of these fields are customizable by you and your team, so you can decide what you want to capture and what information you want to get about your customers. Here, I see that this particular person was interested in bringing a family reunion to my property. I see it's a 5-star lead, which means it's probably a pretty hot lead, and the value is $2,500. I could also see tags of what their interests were, what areas they were interested in, what specific units they were interested in, what their check-in and check-out dates were. Later on, if I have some open availability, I might run a report based on the check-in, check-out dates and contact all those people to see if we can get them to book. I can also see any notes on the lead, and I can see all the customer information. Here you can capture anniversaries, birth dates. Are they a VIP customer? Maybe they have a food allergy. Maybe you want to find out if they travel with kids or if they travel with a pet. All of this information, again, is customizable by you and your team, and you can build it over time within your CRM. Now, if I want to call this person back because they wanted me to follow up, all I have to do is click Call Customer and select the number, and that's going to ring my phone. Once my phone rings, I'm going to pick it up and it's going to be calling that customer. We could track all the outbound dials your sales and reservation team is making to help you better understand their efficiency. If I win this opportunity, I'm going to enter in a reservation ID number and a value, and that's going to track it for reporting purposes. If I don't win the opportunity and decide not to book, I can enter a reason, and these are customizable fields as well. This will help you understand why people aren't booking at your property, and maybe it can help you make some operational changes. So, since I'm not going to call this customer right now, I'm going to click back to my lead stream. You can see I'm currently logged in at this number. For those companies that have people taking calls from remote destinations, you can have multiple phone numbers for each agent and still have them be part of the same queue as if they're in the same place. For now, I'm going to stay logged into this destination. Now I'm going to make a call as if I was a customer calling your main reservation line. In my manager dashboard, if I was watching my queue, I would see a call coming in from a holiday advertising campaign associated with the lead. As an agent, I would be in a queue and I would see that this lead or this call is now ringing my phone. Once the call comes in, it's going to take me out of the queue and it's going to open up a disposition or a lead form. I'm going to answer the call. You'll notice Since this particular caller is already called, there's a little green check mark. That indicates that they're already a contact in our system. And since they're associated with a lead, there's a little green check mark which indicates that they're associated with an active opportunity in our system. I can also see which campaign they're calling from and which queue they're calling into. That'll help me better tailor my conversation for that particular lead and that particular contact. I can also see some critical customer information. Maybe they're a VIP customer. Maybe it's their anniversary or their birth date is coming up. Maybe they have specific interests. That'll help me give a better customer experience when I answer the phone and start helping that particular prospect or customer. Once I've determined the outcome of the call, I'm going to select from a list. I could select if it was a conversion, and I could quickly enter the reservation ID and the value. If it's a new lead and they weren't in the system, I'll enter their lead information, their name, their email address, and whether they want follow-up. If it's an existing lead, I can add additional information in the activity stream for the next person to follow up or set another follow-up date. If I lose the opportunity and they don't book, I can select a reason. That'll help us run reports again to understand why people are not converting. And if it's non-lead, I can save it as a transfer or guest services, and these are customizable fields. So for the purpose of this call, I'm going to save it as an existing lead, and I'm going to go back to my queue. To save a lead, on average it takes 30 seconds to 1 minute. For an agent to save 10 to 20 per day, it takes anywhere from 5 to 10 to 15 minutes per day in filling out this lead information, which is not much time out of an 8-hour workday, and it's well worth it to save previously lost opportunities. All your calls are recorded and saved into a call log that you can quickly come into and run reports based on campaigns, based on lead results or call results, and based on agents. Maybe you'd like to sit down with an agent and listen to a handful of calls that booked to find out what went really well. Or maybe you want to sit down with an agent, listen to a handful of calls that didn't book to find out what went wrong. All you have to do is filter your options, click into that particular call, and stream the call information right there on the screen. That'll help you optimize your training as well as manage all your calls on a day-to-day basis. It also includes voicemail with automatic notifications, web tracking to dynamically track digital marketing campaigns with unique numbers, and all of your leads are saved and all of your contacts are saved into a central CRM where you can export data for email marketing campaigns, outbound follow-ups, whatever it might be. To find out more about TrackPulse and if it's right for your business and how much revenue and how many leads it can generate for your business, contact us today.